Hello, Leighton here from Spaceship Diversions, and today on Stuff, I got a package in the mail. A package from Amazon that has already been opened. What's inside, you may ask? Well, I don't know. Well, let's find out. Doesn't that just look glorious? Yes. And what you're thinking? It looks cheap as crap, Leighton. Well, it was really cheap. It was, $419. Now let me give you some background while I put this box on the floor. If you don't know what Wacom or Cintiq is, you won't benefit much from this episode. But basically, Wacom is a company, or Wacom, that's the funniest way of pronouncing it I've ever heard. It's like, you know, you got a problem? Whack 'em. It's their new slogan. But no, I pronounce it Wacom. They produce graphics tablets that digital artists can use to draw on their computer like they draw on paper. Usually they don't have screens attached, you just connect through USB. Well, they have a line called Cintiq, and that line is where it's an actual screen that you plug into your computer. You can draw directly onto the screen using a Wacom stylus. However, those products are ridiculously expensive, nothing under $1,000. As I was looking for these, because I myself like to draw art things on the computer, I thought, oh, maybe I should use the power of Google to see if something like a cheaper alternative exists. And I found two things. I found two companies. One company called Bosto, they have the Bosto King T tablets, and another one called Yiynova. Yiynova. I don't know, it's a weird name. But I chose the Yiynova because they all work with Macs. The Bosto, only the 19-inch one, works with Macs, and those drivers are developed by somebody, third-party, open source, I don't know, doesn't really work for the company that much, I guess? I don't know, so I decided to get the Yiynova. $419, well, I'm not really losing a whole lot. It costs less than my iPad. And so I'm gonna open it, and we're gonna see what's inside. So, I'll let you know whether it's good or not. So here we go. That's good stuff. Hello, folks. Here I am with the box. Yes, the box that shall be deboxed. Alright, just in case you were wondering the security of the box that this box was within, it was protected by two of these things. Yay. Little bubblies. Alright, enough of that. Let's get to the meat and biscuits and potatoes and mashed potatoes. I could use some mashed potatoes. Okay. Alright, so you will simply open this here, and there's stuff that's crammed inside. Nothing really dividing it or anything. So, take into consideration I've already opened this. Why? To give you a better review, because if I don't know what's going on, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that looks cool, I don't know what it does. I guess that's okay, oh, that feels really nice. I kind of know, I can give you a heads up on whether it sucks or not. Alright. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? There we go. So, here you have some instructions. These are in bad English. Also, sorry, moving noise. Also, drivers. These are important. Otherwise it won't work with your computer. One note, if you have a Wacom, you're not going to be using it with this because you can't have both drivers installed at the same time. Yes, so uninstall all of your drivers for the Wacom before you do anything with this. Also, I didn't use these, I installed the ones off the internet. It said in the instructions, it tells you where to get them. I did that because
I don't know if those are old or not. Could be people on the internet have trouble with old drivers for this thing. So it's a non-issue if you download them from the website. Follow the directions, even though I can barely read them. There's a warranty thingy. Here's something, user's guide I'm never gonna read. Here's the quick instructions. Has it for Mac and PC? Yay, it works with Mac. It's always nice. Always a nice thing. Tells you how to do the stuff. Oh, there it went. Alright, look, the stuff. Yeah, you don't care. This is paper. Paper isn't fun. Let's get to the fun part. Fun part, you may ask? The connector! The funnest part of them all. This was in a bag originally. I took it out. Yes. One side connects to the thing. The other side connects to the thing. Now the USB ports connect to the USB ports on your computer. They take up 2. If you're using a laptop, this may take up all of your USB ports. I haven't tried putting them in USB hubs, but I don't suggest it since there's video going through these. But if you want to try it, go ahead. If that completely destroys your workflow or whatever, don't get this. It's not for you. There's always a shortage of USB ports everywhere I go. Anyways, is that... Oh. Also, there's a pen. In older videos I've seen of this product, yes, there are several videos already existing on YouTube, but as far as I know, this is the newest, and I haven't found anything on the internet about it. So I was taking a bit of a risk purchasing it. People had gotten the old ones to work for them, but sometimes had trouble. And one of the things I saw that I didn't like was the pin. However, in this newer one, the official name of it I will put below. I totally forget because it's Chinese product. It's a bunch of letters and numbers. It's like, it's the 10-inch. I got the 10-inch, the new one. I think it's MVP10UHD. Like I said, I'll put it down there. Here is the pen. Let's focus on that, shall we? Ooh, magic. It doesn't look like the wiener that was in the past ones. Yeah. It feels nice. Doesn't have an eraser. Actually has some rubberized parts here, which feels fancy, though I think part of it's probably going to come off one of these days. It has a rocker, has 2 buttons for the record. And they act just, well, they feel like Wacom buttons are a little bit looser, but I'm not complaining, because they work. So, yes. Back to focusing this way. I'm gonna take out the actual thing. Oh dear lord, it's happening! Oh dear lord! It's covered in, like, bubble chain wrap. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'm just never bought anything that needed this, but that's kind of interesting. And number 2, bye-bye. And it's in this felt thing. For some reason, I guess they want me to use it, but I'm never gonna actually use this in real life, this felt thing. But it's nice. It feels like they care. And it does feel nice and soft, and I could probably use it as a screen cleaner. Though I have screen cleaners, so I'm not gonna do that. Look, the back of it, the part you wanted to see. Look, you can mount it. Isn't that special? Though this is kind of too small to ever mount, I don't know. Oh, there it is, there's me, hello, those fingerprints are mine. Not the factory workers, although for the record, there was no plastic on here. It was just bare and naked before us. So, yeah. Here it is. Fancy doodle pants. Let me focus right there. Sort of. These are the hotkeys. They're pretty hot. They feel like buttons. What can I say? Do they feel a little cheap? Yeah. Are they gonna break off? No. That's another thing. The build quality isn't the best thing in the world. Now, if I keep focusing this thing, okay. Like, I found secret buttons. One right here, if you listen. Yep. Feel some cheapness. But, it's cheap in every way. So that's what it's supposed to be. It has, well, not in every way. It's like, I'm getting what, you get what you pay for with the hardware. I have not talked about the software yet. Please keep that in mind. It is very light and very thin. I don't think you're going to find a Wacom this light and thin. Oh, maybe. The new one came out. But yeah, you can put the stands up, stand it like so, out of focus. Or put this, like, make it like a picture frame, stand it like so. But that's not, wait, this is the best thing. It has a pen holder. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Alright, but yeah. That's not what matters, though. What matters is, does it work, and does it draw? Alright, well, here I have the thing. I haven't plugged it in, because I want to show you something kind of funny. It has, 2 inputs for its USB cord. They're both the same. They're just oriented different. And that's really the only reason there are 2. This one is for whenever you want the cord to go this way. The other one is for if you want the cord to go the other way. It seems a little bit silly, but I guess it works. So, I won't complain. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, the cord slips into these little grooves and comes out the side. And whenever it's in those grooves, it is really tight in those grooves. I mean, it's almost wearing down at the cord. So I've started to either just leave the cord in there or not. If I'm taking it out, if I'm going to be plugging and unplugging it a lot, I just don't use that because it really grips on there. But yeah. Anyway, plugging it in. Here we go. Also, something nifty. It has a switch. Maybe I should turn on my computer. It has a switch that switches it between just being off. You can use it like a normal digitizer display, like a Wacom type thing, and it'll move it on the screen, just like a normal Wacom tablet thing. But then flip the switch, it turns into display. There we go. That's what we've all been waiting for right there. Is the resolution good? I think so. I mean, looking closer, it's pretty good. I mean, it's crisp. I'm not noticing anything fuzzy. No, I like it. I don't know the exact resolution. I'll post a link to this on Amazon so you can see all the specs for yourself. I'm too lazy to do crap like that. But it also has, on this side, on the back, 2 buttons to adjust brightness. Some people have complained about it being too bright, so this is as dark as it gets. And that's as bright as it gets. I'm fine with the, I mean, I'm not going to leave it on full blast, but it's not too bright. So, how is it? Well, I drew these things with it. They're not good, but let me open up a doodle. Also, it really is good at syncing up with the pen. It's about as good as a normal Wacom tablet, because it's not always going to be right there. You can just see enough of a lag to notice. These are my strange things that come from my brain. But it doesn't affect your drawing. And it's not, a lot of people have also complained about it being off-center to the tip. It's not. It's actually right where the tip is. It's just, if you're used to drawing like up the side or looking at, like having your head at the side, and it might weird you out because the glass is a bit thick. So some ways you look, it's like if you look at it from different perspectives, it might feel weird as opposed to drawing on paper. But here, let me scroll around, find
Did I make it? Is this how big I made it? Alright, I'm gonna just zoom in here. Yeah, so I really like how sensitive this is. Like, really light. You can really, there is stuff there. See, look how light that is. You can shade with this thing. That's what I really like about it. You can crosshatch. And, this is assuming you can actually crosshatch and you're not me and, like, just lack the ability. But look how light that gets. I really like that. I'm used to using pencils, and I like being able to get variable thicknesses, and this does a good... That is thinner than I could ever get my Wacom to do. At the lightest pressure for my Wacom, it was not that. And so here's just a look at the thickness. It just ruined my pictures there. Luckily, I have a hotkey set to Apple Z. Yay! Good times. Yeah, it's really nice. And it's not... Okay, people are like, it doesn't draw straight lines. That is only in Photoshop. It gets a little bit wobbly, but it's... One, it's not really that bad. And number two, that's Photoshop. That's just what Photoshop does. It doesn't have any kind of stabilizer, so even whenever I used, oops, bumping the camera. Even whenever I used my Wacom Bamboo on Photoshop, it still was not a completely smooth line if I was drawing a slow, straight line. But no, it's not jittery. That jitter is me. I can tell because I'm watching myself draw. But yeah, no, this is really nice. I really like this. I'm gonna keep saying that. Look how big I made the brush. But yeah. So you get the point. This is good. This is very good. The software is what I am most... I like it the most. I like it better than the Wacom software. I'm not having any problems compatibility-wise with the Mac OS X, and it works really smoothly. If you're doing a lot of stuff, it may start to lag because it's going through USB, and I don't know, there's probably another reason, but I had Skype and this going at the same time. I was still drawing, but sometimes I'd take it off and the pen would still moving. It'd be lagging behind more. So if you have a weak-ish computer, or if you're doing a lot of multitasking at once, especially with video, graphic-y type things, calm yourself, close something, because it'll wear this out, and it'll start to slow down. But honestly, it's not that much of an issue and rarely ever happens. I was Skyping, like I said, in full screen mode on my laptop while drawing, and it wasn't that bad because I still drew... what did I draw? That last thing. All these I drew during that Skype session, so they're not good, like whatever the crap that is, but I mean, that one's nice. That's my girlfriend. Yeah. So, that's all I have to say about it. It's really good for the price. Build quality kind of sucks. Instructions are all Chinesey. Did I also mention it comes with 2 extra nibs, in case you lose those, because you're an idiot. No, I'm kidding. It happens. But, no, I approve of it. It has my seal of approval. Yeah, the viewing angles are kind of crap, but it's not like I'm not gonna buy this type of deal. So I enjoy it. It's good. If I had to give it a rating, build quality would probably be about a 3 out of 5. It's not that bad. It's a 3 out of 5 because it still looks nice. And it is staying together, but I'm not gonna throw it down the stairs. If you do that, you're an idiot. It's expensive shit. Except this isn't expensive. This is cheap. So, in my opinion,
4.5 out of 5 I would give this, solely because of the fact that the digitizer I feel is better than Wacom, and it is cheaper. It is massively affordable. The screen looked small on the internet and looked small in the videos. Looking at it now, it's big enough for me. It's longer than my iPad and narrower than my iPad. Actually, I'll get my iPad to show you. Here it is next to an iPad. As you can see, exactly what I said. Yep, it kind of eats it, though the screen evens out to be about the same size. It's a little bit shorter. No, is it just as long? It's a little bit narrower and a little bit longer. Or wider, or something. Anyway, here's an iPhone. This is the Yiynova. I think it's MVP10UHD. Again, I'll put a link in the description. Yes. To all of you art enthusiasts or amateurs drawing digital things, want to save paper, want to save art supplies. Also, I'm using Manga Studio, by the way. Manga, whatever. I don't care. I'm America. This is good. Get it and you'll be satisfied.